Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's tutorial is continuing on our eyeshadow series, and this one is how to slay a red smoky eye. I know that red scares a lot of people, some people not so much. I'm a huge fan of anything red, so I'm super stoked about this one. So if you're interested in seeing how I got this look here, then just keep on watching. So starting off, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot like always to give us a good base to work from. Then I'm jumping into my Meet Matte palette, and I'm going into my Matte Lin shadow in this palette, and I'm just going to set that base that we used earlier. Then jumping into the shade just below that, I'm just going to buff this into my crease area to give us a really good transition shade so it is a little bit easier to blend out the red. And this is just an orangey tone brown. Then jumping straight into Love Plus by Sugar Pill, the brightest red ever. I love it though. On a flat, fluffy brush from Wet n Wild. I'm just putting this red on the very edge of the brush, and I am creating the outline and the shape that I want. We're not looking for intensity here. We're looking for more of the edges and how soft that this is blending out. So I'm going to go in between my brush with the red shadow on it, and then this other brush without any additional shadow on it. And then I'm going in with a more compact, flat, fluffy brush, and I am just going to be intensifying that red closer to my lid area and doing the same shape, just not in that smoky area. And then I skipped the lid color because I decided to change my mind after the eyeliner, so I'll show you how I did that and what I did. I decided I did not like this color, so you know, sometimes that's how it happens and you just gotta roll with the punches. So I'm just using my Ulta automatic eyeliner pencil, and this is just in the shade brown. And then I'm going in with my Wet n Wild H2O proof liquid eyeliner, and I'm creating that wing that I love. So yeah, I got done with my lashes and everything on my eyes, and I really did not dig this shadow that I used. I was not liking the way it was wearing, and I was like, you know what, screw it. So I just went right over top, and I'm actually really glad I did because I like the shadow way more that I used. So, you know, that's how it happened. It's alright because it turned out way better than using this one. Part of the creativity in us, right? Then for my lashes, I'm just using my favorite ones from eBay. I'm not sure what they're called, so I'll try to find those and put them in the description box for you guys. And then I'm just doing a good coat of my Lash Accelerator mascara before the lashes to make sure we don't get them coated in mascara. So this is where I switched the color, and this is the 35 SOS palette from Morphe, and I'm taking this really pretty orangey bronze color on a flat Wet n Wild brush, and I'm just going over that lid shade, getting it a little bit into my eyeliner. I'm not too worried about it. I'll just go right over top and fixes it all. And I really like the way that this turned out. So just don't do what I did and do this step first, okay? And then to prime my face, I'm using my Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm. And then for foundation today, I'm using my Fenty Beauty one, and I'm using an angled flat kabuki brush for this. Now I really want to buff this into my skin, and again, I'm working in sections, so I'm just putting a little bit on my face, blending that in, making sure all the edges are seamless, and then I'll go into the other side of my face. This one dries extremely fast, so you can't put it on your face and move on to a different area. You have to buff this in where you put it right away. Oh, and then I switched to a smaller brush for my forehead so I didn't get it into my eyebrows with that bigger one that I used. And then for concealer, I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer just to hide any dark circles and highlight my under eye area and clean up any shadow that might have fallen. So I went down my nose and in an upside down triangle underneath my eyes. And I'm in the shade NW15 in case you're wondering. Then to set that, I'm using my one and only Bed Nye Colorless Luxury Powder. If you don't have it, you need to own it. So I'm just doing kind of a baking motion, not really. I'm just tapping this on and then blending away the excess. I don't like to bake my under eye area because I don't like what it does to my skin. So that's a discussion for a different time, but I just like to do this process a little bit more. And then I'm going to pack on my CoverGirl powder. This is just a loose base powder and it's in the shade Light, and I just like the powder puff that's in it. Then jumping into my Kat Von D contour palette, I'm taking a big fluffy brush and I'm using that middle shade, and I'm just going to add a little bit of warmth to the hollows of my cheeks, my jawline, and my forehead just to start my face definition. Then jumping on into contour, I'm taking the ashier shade in the palette and I'm just going to chisel out my cheekbones with my Moda brush. I like to turn it on its side and then flip it towards more vertical or more horizontal. So I like to go vertical first and then horizontal so I can get that nice clean edge on the bottom. And then I'm also going to contour my nose a little bit so it doesn't get lost in my pale skin. And then for blush today, I'm using my Milani blush in Luminoso. If you don't have it, you need to own it. It's probably my favorite brush. My favorite blush. Can't talk today. And then I'm going to go ahead and wet my highlighting brush to where I get a really dewy result. And this one was, I cannot believe I forgot to show my highlighter. Oh my gosh, I need to get it together. But this was Moonstone from Becca. And I'm just highlighting my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, my nose, my chin, and underneath my brow bone. You just want to look like a dewy goddess. So put that highlighter everywhere. Then I'm jumping back into our eyeshadow palette and I'm taking this black shadow on a really flat, really tiny smudging brush. And I'm just going to start smudging out that eyeliner just a little bit from my outer corner to my tear duct area. I want to make sure this is nice and smoky, so slowly build this black. Don't just go in and get it everywhere. Then going into our red shadow on a slightly bigger brush, I'm going to be blending out the edges of that black. And again, just slowly build your shadow to where you have a really good diffused line. And then giving a good coat of our mascara to our lower lashes. Then we'll be moving on to the lips, and I'm using my Lime Crime liquid lipstick in Wicked. This is definitely one of my favorite colors of reds. It's that really pretty, like, deep blood red, so it looks awesome on pale skin, and you know I have pale skin very clearly. So I'm just going to give a good coat to my lips, and yeah, I'll walk you through the rest here in a second. But it's rare that I get all of my lips on, like, in frame and on film, so I had to put it in there because I did it this time. Then to highlight my inner corner, I'm just taking this really pretty icy white shadow and I'm just popping that in my very tear duct area, just with a little smudging brush. Then to set my face, I'm using my Mario Badescu Rose Water, and you guys are done. Super super smoky and glamorous. I love red, so I was super stoked to do this video for you guys. Let me know what other colors you guys want to see looks on in the comments down below. Also too, I'm changing up my hair, so I'm super excited about that, so stay tuned for that for future videos. Also follow me on all of my social media. I have Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Snapchat. All the names and links are in the description box for you guys. Also make sure you check out my previous video. It's all about foundation. I'll have it linked below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!